Hello, everyone out there. I'm so excited to finally do this voiceover for this video. And this video is all about cosmos. Okay, my first time growing these cosmos from Valley Green. And this company also owns another seed company that I got the seeds from called Pages Seeds. So anyway, these are cosmos from this company and their heirloom. I know you couldn't see that part, but sorry. It's a new camera phone and this is my first video that I'm filming from it. This back, you can't really see it, but I'll show it again in another scene in a few minutes. But anyway, cosmos. This one grew to be about 6 foot tall. I did not pinch them back like it's recommended. I did not even know to pinch them back until after this thing has grown. And would I pinch it in the future? Probably not, because it grew so bushy and big anyway. So I don't see a point of pinching it back. I don't know. They say pinching back will make it more bushier, I guess. I don't know. So next year I may pinch one back just to see. But I planted two. And this is one area over here that gets a little more shade than the other area where the other cosmos is. And this one is all pink. The other one was pink and a dark, I want to say the color is like violet or burgundy, something like that. But this one stayed all pink. The other ones did pink and burgundy. But anyway, this little area, like I said, gets more shade, but these cosmos did thrive over here, I must say. Very happy with it. The bees love it. I don't know what else, flies, I just see things buzzing around it. Butterflies as well, and the birds eat the seeds once they mature and go to seed. So I will definitely plant that again. So I'm going to walk over here where the sun is shining bright on these other cosmos. At this time of filming, these cosmos weren't as full. Well, I can't say it. I'm saying they weren't blooming as full as the other one over there in the shaded area. Well, not shaded, but more shaded area. It still gets sun over there, but not as much as this part. This part is like open sun with no shade at all. Excuse me. But I'm saying that after this was filmed, it did get more bloomier with the burgundy flowers. Very happy with these as well. There's one burgundy or a couple burgundies on this side, but it's going to bloom way more burgundies in the future after this is filmed. So these didn't, at the time of filming, these were about 4 to 5 foot tall, maybe 4.5 to 5 foot tall. But after filming, it got to 6 feet. And I'll show you that at the very end. I'm going to I inserted another clip at the very end. I was, trying to get the, let me go back to this. Okay, anyway, seeds. One flower head produced all those seeds. So save some of your seeds. Let the birds eat some, and you guys save some, or I will save some. Because in the pack, you don't get that many. You just get a starter. It's a starter pack. That's what I call it. A starter pack with a few seeds. When you grow I don't know why I'm saying you, but when I grow my my plants and things like that, I will let them go to seed and I will collect the seeds. So I'll have an abundance of seeds and I won't have to purchase anymore. This is another garden area that I'm doing an update on my okra. For anybody who's interested in my previous videos about okra, they weren't doing well because this area only gets about 4 to 5 hours of sun. And the lower half where the okra is growing gets probably even less sun because the sun doesn't reach down the whole time. The sun is up higher. So most things over here did okay, did not do great. Yeah. I call this the ICU area where everything, if there's a tree that's doing bad, I'll uproot it, put it in a pot like I did over there with this couple of trees in a pot. And they're doing well because they're in ICU. I'm taking care of them better, like that one. And, they're healing. I'll call it healing. And I have a baby avocado that sprouted from a seed. I've been composting. And, when things sprout up from the compost, I'm very, very happy with that because, it's hard for me as a newbie to grow things because I'm new. I don't really know. Yeah, so there's another shot of the cosmos. And I'm going to grow these in the front yard as well. Like I said, this is my first time growing flowers and things. So I'm learning how big they grow, how they spread out, if things crawl, if they need support. And I have since trimmed these cosmos because they got really big, okay, really wide. And I have since trimmed some of them, the branches off of them, because they've just covered other plants, and I just maintenance. Yeah, so I'm very happy with those cosmos. And there it is. I'm not going to do too much talking. And it has bloomed more. This is another update. There's a sunflower. But it has bloomed more, as you can see. If you can see, there's more flower petals on the cosmos. Hi, sunflower. She wanted to make an appearance. Yeah, there's more petals. There's more petals going on. And there's the base. It's thick. You can tell that I've cut it. Or if you can tell, there's cut marks. There's, I've had to maintain this thing. It became a beast, kind of. Yes, reaching all the way to the fence, up higher than the fence. It's gotten over 6 feet, and those are the burgundy blooms. So this one is a multicolored one. And we got a little garden over here, some beans and amaranth, or callaloo, whatever you want to call it. It has different names. There's the beans. Just a little garden over here. I have little different areas where I grow things. Just because, some are in some fuller sun. Some have less sun. Some have more shade. So I'm experimenting. Like I said, I'm new. I'm new to filming videos as well. And I don't know what that is. So I just got a shot of it in case anyone wants to leave a comment and say what it is. Don't know. It's growing below the beans. It just popped up from the compost. Yeah. So there it is. And under there it's just full of compost. And I have a compost bin on top. And I just feed it food scraps and different things. There's worms in there. So each bed that I do, I try to have a worm or a compost/worm bin in there just to feed the soil, give it some, feed the plants and give it some nutrients. So this is the end of the video, and I appreciate you guys. Well, it's not really the end. Stay tuned for that little clip. I tried to get the birds eating the seeds off of the cosmos, but a squirrel made an appearance and the birds took off. But stay tuned to see that little clip. It's coming up after this. I forgot I was still recording as I'm walking into the back porch. There it is. So I couldn't zoom in any farther than this. And I'm on the side of the house where this garden is. There's the sunflower that grew a little bit more petals or sunflower heads. Cosmos, the squirrel, and the birds fleeing because the squirrel came. Yeah, so I definitely know that the birds eat the seeds. So I'm collecting some and the birds are eating some. So there it is. It's a shot of that little garden over there with the beans and the amaranth or callaloo, figs, cucumbers going to seed, and the squirrel still watching me while I'm watching him. See you guys on the next video. Appreciate you for watching and tuning in. Toodles.